Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. It's Andy Hunt, and this is my channel, and this is my playlist, The Undiscovered, My Songwriting Journey. And today we're going to be delving into song number 30 on my catalog. And this song is called Does Anyone Care? It was written according to Ye Old Songbook. It was written March 26th. 1985. So, as I'm doing this channel, I talk a little bit about the story behind the song. I play the song, and then afterwards I talk about what happened to the song after I recorded it. So this particular song, the story behind it, this is kind of in a similar vein as to the song that I wrote earlier called Human Rights. So this was basically one of the songs that I wrote that's a reaction to what might be, in retrospect, the 80s were kind of, some people call it the me 80s, or the selfishness of the 80s. And I kind of saw some of that. And at the time, I was listening to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and some of the kind of 60s protest songs a little bit with my girlfriend, and she'd kind of turned me onto that kind of music. So it got me in touch with this idea that there was some stuff going on in the mid 80s related to what was going on in South Africa. Apartheid was a big issue. Other things around the world, Live Aid. Famine in Africa, racial injustice in the United States, homelessness, all these kind of things like that. So I just had this idea that, looking around, people that I saw, I was like, nobody seemed to care that there were these problems going on. And I kind of had this romantic idea that, what if it was kind of like back in the 60s and we had... sort of people really cared. So I had this idealistic idea that back in the 60s with the civil rights movement and all that stuff, that people really cared and took a stand. So that was kind of inspiration behind this song was basically that. So at the time, I'm gonna play the song. What you will hear is my produced version. As usual, I'm playing this live, and then I go back into my LogicPro system and add different instruments. So I think I'm going to try to make it sort of an acoustic upbeat rocker kind of. We'll see how that sounds. You can let me know in the comments what you think of my my production afterward. But this is called Does Anyone Care? And it goes, it's, I'm going to play it on my acoustic guitar, and we'll see, we'll see how it goes. It goes something like this. Sit back and not even care. People are suffering all over the world, but you don't give a damn, 'cause you're doing fine. The selfish attitudes are making you blind. Does anyone even care? Does anyone remember how? Does anyone even dare to keep their eyes off themselves? There was a time time to start caring. It's time to start daring. Take a look around you. Someone needs help. Lend your heart to them, if nothing else. When someone is suffering, don't turn your back. Does anyone even care? Does anyone remember how? Does anyone even dare to keep their eyes off themselves? Does anyone even care? Does anyone remember how? Does anyone even dare to take their eyes off themselves? All right, and there is Does Anyone Care? So, like I said, I'm not sure if I'd call that a protest song or a call to action song or something, but anyway, that was the idea. Was that kind of thinking about how there's lots going on in the world, and why doesn't anybody really care? As far as songwriting with this goes, this song was never performed by the band. I don't know if I ever performed this in an open mic or anything like that. I think it was one of those songs I kind of wrote, sat on the shelf, and it was just like, it just sat on the shelf for a while. Songwriting wise, very, very simple song, just basically 3 chords. The verse, I've got the capo on at the 3rd fret, so I'm playing a E, which is actually concert pitch, a G, and then a A, concert pitch is a C, and then during the chorus, I play a B with the open strings, B and E strings open, having a nice ringing sound, which is actually a, what would that be? A D concert pitch, and A with the open E and B, and E. So it's basically 3 chords, nothing complicated with the chords. Again, the song was mostly about kind of the lyrics and the message. So, simple song, simple message, probably somewhat relevant even today, in 2023. Lots going on in the world. Hopefully, people care a little bit more today than it felt like they did in the 80s. So, there's my song, and I hope you care about what's going on in the world. I hope you can make a difference. And as far as songwriting goes, there you go. Here's the creative process. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to the next one. Bye-bye.